Stop what you're doing. This isn't politics as usual. This is a constitutional earthquake. Keir Starmer, the man who promised to restore trust in government, has just been accused of the most serious assault on British democracy in a generation. And it's all happening live in front of our eyes. What began as yet another polished press conference has erupted into full-blown national scandal. Starmer's so-called Devolution Reform Act, hailed as a modern step towards regional empowerment, has just been unmasked as something far more sinister. Behind the speeches and slogans lies a calculated power grab. Legal scholars, MPs, and civil rights groups are now screaming the same thing. This isn't devolution, it's domination. And here's the bombshell. The courts have just agreed to fast-track the case against Starmer, citing overwhelming public interest. Let's break it down. Starmer's legislation, sold as a progressive reform, quietly centralizes power in Westminster, giving his office the ability to stall elections, veto candidates, and override local government decisions. Translation? If a region votes the wrong way, say for Reform UK, their democratic power gets frozen. Weeks after Reform's historic victories in the 2025 local elections, Starmer retaliated. Councils from Lincolnshire to Kent were dissolved. Reform-led offices were replaced by hand-picked Starmer allies. Ballots were altered. Candidates disqualified through shady red tape. Elections delayed without warning. What kind of democracy operates like that? One story says it all. In the Midlands, a 62-year-old retiree showed up to vote and found Reform UK missing from the ballot. He calmly spoiled his vote and posted a video saying, "This isn't democracy." Minutes later, he was arrested. The charge? Violating misinformation laws buried deep in the Devolution Act. Laws so vague they now criminalize protest, dissent, even social media posts. That video went viral. Protests exploded in 40 towns. Civil liberties groups called it a democratic meltdown. But Labour? They called it a coincidence, a one-off, isolated incidents. We're not buying it, because these incidents keep piling up. Leaked memos show Labour insiders meeting behind closed doors, discussing how to kneecap Reform UK using legal tricks. Electoral boundaries manipulated, nomination forms lost. New ID laws aimed at elderly and working-class voters, the backbone of Reform's rise. Even Labour's own allies are turning. Union money frozen, local offices closed, volunteers refusing to campaign under Starmer's name. Momentum, the once loyal socialist wing, has declared open rebellion, calling for a full party split unless Starmer resigns immediately. A former Labour grandee went on live TV and said, "This isn't a scandal, it's a funeral for the modern Labour movement." And now, the panic has reached Whitehall. Behind closed doors, civil servants are preparing emergency constitutional protocols not seen since World War II. If Starmer refuses to resign, the Speaker of the House or even the Crown could be forced to intervene. Yes, it's that serious. Meanwhile, the Tories are circling. Reform UK is demanding a snap general election. And while Starmer says nothing, not a tweet, not a press release, the silence is deafening. Political opponents say he's hiding. The public thinks he's guilty. His own party? In free fall. Now the courts will decide not just the legality of Starmer's actions, but the moral direction of British democracy itself. Will Britain remain a country where votes count and opposition thrives? Or are we drifting into a twilight zone of authoritarianism dressed up as reform? Either way, this is no longer about one man's career. This is about the future of British democracy. Starmer once said he'd restore trust in politics. Now he's the reason millions have lost it. The Devolution Act is no longer legislation. It's a litmus test for liberty. This was today's most urgent update. We want to make it absolutely clear. All our reports are thoroughly verified and based on publicly available facts. Our only mission is truth. If you found value in this content, like, share, and subscribe to Britain Unfolded. Because we're not here to play politics. We're here to expose it. Thank you. And stay alert.